King's Table, brought to you by Diz Dat Shit. Top shelf, handcrafted, wood-tipped pre-roll cannagars made by Weedwoods. All right, now don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment to The King's Table. You can also watch this show live on Instagram at The King's Table on Wednesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific. In addition to Weedwoods, this show is also brought to you by Dizzle Premium Liquor. All right, now sit back, light one up, or tip up your cup. Whatever works for you to get ready to enjoy this next slice of untold hip-hop history.
Stay tuned, we got the legend, share the live. We are waiting for a couple more people to join. I see you, legend. Kool Rock is in the building, waiting for my co-host, waiting for people to join. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you. We got a legendary show. This is incredible to me to have this gentleman. It's such an honor. Waiting for my co-host and waiting for some more people to join. So much love. We appreciate you guys. Let me just touch on a couple facts. As I said, the Disco 3 or the Hypnotize 5, originally with the DJ and the beatbox was the secret weapon, but you got to show up. You got to show up to show out. You got to show up to practice. Otherwise, you're not as dedicated. And when you find people that aren't as dedicated or for whatever reason, then it goes from 5 to 3, Disco 3, then Fat Boys. A million other things that they have accomplished, but let me break it down this simply. In the early 80s, 3 members, Prince Markie, Kool, Rockski, and Buff Love. This trio was widely known for using beatbox in their songs, and this group opened doors for beatboxers such as Biz Markie and Dougie Fresh. So, salute. Much love. Let's get my co-host on here. Let's see if we can share the live and see if some heads tap in. But let me give you a little refresher. See if you guys recognize. Because I remember in 1983, there was a Coca-Cola contest, and the winners of that contest were the song Stick 'Em.
With fresh beats and rhymes collide, the result is a hop and the Fat Boys.
Get out of here. Stick 'em. Get out of here. That's some honor to have him here. We're just waiting for my co-host, my two co-hosts. Share the live, waiting for some people to join. What is good, Most?
Boy, that shit give goosebumps on the man.
Bro, that is legendary shit. You know how many people sampled that shit?
Man, fuck sampled. I'm talking about when I was little ass motherfucker and I heard that shit come through my radio.
Yeah.
I went nuts, man. I never forget that feeling, bro, hearing, man, come on, man. This one of them shows, man.
This is one of them. Honored to have him. Last surviving member, rest in peace, Prince Markie and Buff Love. Last surviving member of the legendary Disco 3 or the Hypnotize 5 or the Fat Boys. All of the above. Salute, my G. Such an honor. Thank you for doing that. I'm going to get him in here.
Dude, see I put the flowers on? Man, come on, man. Let's get this man his flowers tonight, bro.
I'm saying. So we are talking about the one and only Kool Rockski in the building. Let's go.
Yo. He's in.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you.
He calling from jail. He's in jail without.
Oh, hold on a minute. Here we go. What's good?
What is good? Man,
good?
Such an honor. Thank you for joining us, bro. Absolute legend. You have changed not just hip-hop, bro. Music, culture. You have shaped the culture from day one. So it's an honor to have you on here, bro.
Oh, thanks for having me, Bill. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what is good? What do you got going on right now, bro?
Nothing. Holidays coming up.
Yeah.
So, getting ready for the holidays, and we got so many things prepared for we're gonna plan a lot of things for next year. God willing. So we got a lot of work to do for next year. The 50th anniversary of hip hop. So we're gonna be right in the midst of that with the event that we're putting on for next year.
Man.
So we got a lot of planning, a lot of work to
Right.
do. So it's good work though. It's not something that's a burden. It's for the culture,
Yeah.
which I'm proud to be a part of. You know what I mean? So
Oh
we're
yeah.
gonna
We
got
got
a lot of things coming up.
we got our man in here and another legend that you did a song with recently that we love.
Yeah, man.
Kokane in the building. Most featured
Go.
artist history. My man. Kokane. What it is, brother. Salute.
It's Coca. I just talked to Coca.
Yeah, I see him in here. I see him. Well, I don't see Roach yet. Kokane, if you want to
Oh,
tap
baby,
in.
don't say a word. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was rocking.
I
When that
said,
fir-
baby, don't say a word. That shit. This is real hip hop. Fuck what you heard.
and then y'all killed it with the video. I just see Trench pop up on that motherfucker. Like that shit.
Yeah,
That shit,
yeah.
bro. That shit was dope.
We had fun, man. We had a lot of fun shooting that video. That particular video was shot in East New York, Brooklyn, in my old neighborhood. And Kokane wanted to go out there and just show love to the old neighborhood. And that day was May 29th. And the reason why I say that, because around that time it starts getting a little warm outside. This particular day, it was so damn cold. It had to be like maybe 34, 32 degrees. And it was raining. And by the time Kokane he's there,
He's
Go,
there.
man. What's up, man?
is
What's
Bane,
down there
is
with
that
it?
Bane?
What's up, legend?
What's up with it, man? Just showing my love, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta come out that darkness, bro. I can't
Huh?
see it.
Slipping in
Come
the darkness. Boy, you in the darkness.
out
What's up with it? Oh, it's a light a little bit.
Okay.
Just chilling, bro. Thank you for tapping in, man. Really, thank you, bro.
Man, it's all love. Anything for, for my brothers. All three of y'all, my brothers. So,
Man, what's up, Coca?
Man, just chilling. It's snowing out here.
Where you at? Where you at?
Shit, I'm in Tacoma, Washington.
Oh shit. Yeah, that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I dipped out of town, came back, and I was like, damn, wherever I was at, email me that weather. You did? Damn, man.
we ain't doing no. I mean, we're like 50, 51 degrees. I think it's like maybe like 40 something now.
God.
But
God.
clear out.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold in well digger's ass out here.
real quick while both of y'all in here. What you reached out to Kool Rock to do that song, or like how that came about? What made you want to do it with, you know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody want to do a song with motherfucking Fat Boys? Come on, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I mean,
That's
when
what
you talk about, West Coast riding,
Come on.
we was riding to them, Houdini, Run DMC.
Speak on
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was full-on gangbangers loving that shit.
it.
Imagine that.
Real shit.
So when I reached out to him, I seen him on the podcast on a mutual friend, Soren Baker. Shout out to Soren Baker.
Oh.
And I said, man, it just hit me. The universe hit it in my mind. I said, man, reach out to the homie. So, you don't know if anybody know you or not. But I reached out to him, and he answered that kite. And then it was on from there. I blasted him that. First Chill from Compton's Most Wanted. Shout out to Chill and Rob T. Shot me the beat because that was one of my all-time favorite songs in jail. Period.
Yep.
And it was, I got to plead the fifth. I can't tell you what we was doing when we was banging that song, but that song hit home. So I shot him the beat. He shot me those lyrics back, and I was like, Big bro ain't missed a beat. God, dog, this shit hard. So I put a little single, a little jingle on there. You know what I'm saying? Something to compliment the homie. Sent it back, and he said, man, make sure that hook is lingering out. And no matter what, no matter how long I've been in the game, I pay attention to the people that paved the way for me.
Facts.
And he said, man, had that hook lingering out. That's the shit, B. That hook is gonna sell it. What we talking about is gonna sell it. And it came out like it did, man. And it really hit the culture hard at a time to when people, you know, are really raising the bar about hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, so we did a record that was incredible, but it goes to show you that there's no expiration date on good music and how old you are.
That's a fact. And not to cut everybody off, but I want our audience to know what we're talking about. Oh, my bad. 1 second. I'm not too
Hey,
sorry.
your son shot the video?
Yeah, my son and my nephew shot the video. Najee, shout out to the Black Vampire.
But,
And I wanted to bring my
but
twins out there and let them meet the big homie, you know, and plus get a chance to see, you know, where Pops, where I was, you know,
Right.
basically come from. A lot of people don't know West Coast Pioneer is from New York.
Yeah.
Factual. I got it ready now. This is a song we're talking about. Two legends all and made a song together. Let's go.
Put a stain on your brain. We gonna take it back to the future with this shit. This
You guys are on fire.
let the 6-4 drop. Little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. Little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. To all the real B-boys, just kick that shit. Kool rock ski, I'm not cool in the gang. In California, we bang, and we be serving the thing. From the left of the coast, we be doing the most. Champagne for breakfast, so let's take a toast. To New York City, where hip-hop was created. We took it back to Cali, and radio played it. Hitting the switches, keeping it gangster. Tipping through the city, knocking fat boy bangers. Back in the 80s, when it was real in the field, I had a fresh Seville, and I was dressed to kill. The party,
Yeah.
homies bugging.
You can't have it all. Go run it up. It's on YouTube now.
But the classic line of all lines, you know, everybody got their classic line, Slick Rick, Rakim. But one of the classic lines, you ain't got to hear the hook. You ain't even got to hear the beat. All you need to hear is, stick 'em, ha, 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 stick 'em. Man.
That.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah, but that song is doing real good. That's actually off the Funk of the Bitches of Dr. Kokenstein, which we definitely he's definitely on the album, and we got that 2K Kool and Coke EP coming towards the summer.
Yeah,
so,
man.
yeah, man.
Yo.
This ain't a one-off, baby.
It's called Kool and Coke.
Kool and Coke.
Yeah.
I like that.
Kool and Coke.
So
Hell yeah.
Man, it was a dope experience rocking out with a legend like Kokane. And just letting people know this was never really about some kind of, you know, East Coast, West Coast nonsense like the media had it back in the 90s. And
Right.
we all rappers, we all entertainers. Everybody want to go home to their families. Everybody want to try to make bread for their families and for themselves and live a good life. Nobody got time for that nonsense that the media was trying to pass through to divide and conquer us and divide and conquer this whole culture. And, you know, they almost had us for a minute as far as the culture, but, you know, cooler heads prevailed and God took over. And we're back to square one, is just respecting each other as artists first, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's what we are, man. This is a fraternity. Everybody's down. You guys are down with this fraternity. This fraternity called hip hop. This is universal fraternity.
Yeah.
And those who are outside looking in, they will never understand it. So
Right.
you know, you can't make you understand it. But we know about this culture.
Yeah.
We want to respect it.
Yeah.
I just want to say things before I chime on, because I'm just getting in town. You know, you got to get a wifey some time. But I just want to say this. It's an incredible journey in this new beginning with Brother Kool Rock Ski, especially, you know, growing up off him, the late, great Prince Marky D and Buff. I wish I could have grabbed all of them.
Yeah.
But it's very important for everybody to understand this. Hip-hop saved us, saved our lives, saved us from being in jail, going to jail, whatever it is, saved us. You know what I mean? So it's important to really honor people while they're here. You understand? Because they were an intricate part, not only just to represent the group, but they also paved the way for people like your Ice Cubes and your Tupacs and your Mos Def because they showed the transition between comedy and the movie and hip hop at the same time. It's appalling to me that why these gentlemen wasn't approached years ago to be in the Hall of Fame. But the
Yeah,
way this game is, the community speaks for itself. We don't allow the corporate entities to speak and play ding dong ditch on who they choose to be important. For the Fat Boys, it's the most important group in the top 5 there will ever be.
that is factual. I'm so glad.
bro.
They have a petition out right now to get them in the Rock of Fame, and
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
please go
Rightfully so.
sign this petition. They're more than deserving.
Bro,
Yeah.
sonically, that shit was something different, bro. Hit that when it hit us, it hit our speakers. I remember KDAY, bro. I remember KDAY, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
My first concert was y'all and Run DMC at the motherfucking Coliseum, bro, in
Yeah.
LA.
Fresh Festival.
Fresh
Yeah.
Press. There was
Yeah.
no Fresh Press.
bro.
There
was
was no Crush Groove. I hear everybody doing spin-offs, and ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. But when you forget the architects, that means your shit is manufactured versus the real shit.
Right.
And they was the real shit, bro.
Crush
You know
Groove,
what I'm saying?
favorite
Yeah.
movie of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. This nigga talking to you like talking to Michael Jackson and shit right now, man.
In a real way.
That's crazy.
Feel
Yeah,
me?
that's how I feel too, third. For real.
Crazy.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in Neverland, though. That's a whole nother story.
Well, Kokane, man, I don't mean to hold you up. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for this, bro. Much love. You're a legend. We got your support. We always got your back forever, brother.
Man, I appreciate that love and respect and happy holidays. May God bless you and God keep you. Continue to play that real, authentic, good music. We're here for you, man. I'll be watching. Shout out to Kool Ski, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And
Man,
you already know
bro.
I'm a fan too at the same time. So that's what it is.
Oh, same here, man. Same here.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
One love, y'all.
peace, brother.
Oh, bro.
Peace, brother.
Dope. Super dope.
Dude, hey, he said he brung up stick 'em. I know, see, man. So you know, man. Look, I know a lot of people. Look, man. When motherfuckers seen that commercial today and seen you was gonna be on here, motherfuckers start inboxing me like, bro. I turned some of my homies little kids again, bro. We turned
Hey.
to 13 and fucking 14 around this motherfucker, bro. You feel me? Like the homie called me like, man, you ain't gonna be one of the Fat Boys, Kool Ski. Man, come on, man. I'm like, but everybody want to know, bro. And like I caught you on a few interviews before. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I am hip hop type shit too. You know what I'm saying?
No. No.
But bro, one thing that I never really seen you pinpoint or say it is like, you know, the thing with Buffy and rest in peace, but Buffy and Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
Did,
Right.
did that battle ever happen? And did that ever happen?
No, it never happened. Oh, it came close. One night we were in Texas doing a show, New Year's show, bringing in the New Year's, and we were closing the show. It was like in a big arena. It had to be like 20,000, 25,000 seat arena. And you know, we made Buff kind of mad because we said Buff was in the backstage area in the dressing room, and we came in there and said, "Yo, Doug is killing it, man. Doug is killing it. Yo, he's on stage. He's on stage mocking you. He's on stage destroying you." Buff- and Buff was like so pissed off, and he came on stage, and we got in to do a Put Up Stick'em. We don't do Put Up Stick'em for our first song. It's like maybe our 6th or 7th song. We do that, and he said he wanted to change around the whole song of chart we were doing. So we had to work last minute to change all this stuff around. And he came out doing Put Up Stick'em, and that was the craziest I ever heard him do it. Because he did a long solo, and he just wanted to solidify that he was the best at doing it. You know?
Yeah.
We just lit a fire under him, man. It's so funny.
Right.
Me and Mark was always joking about it, like, yo, he never said that.
So I got to know, did you guys really call Dougie Fresh Dougie?
Dougie Stell, yeah. We're young. Yeah, we're young, having fun. And we were in a magazine, Right On magazine, as a matter of fact. If anybody remembers that magazine.
Right on.
Yeah, we doing an interview, and somebody said, what's going on with you and Dougie Fresh? Like, he admires you guys. You know, we're young at the time, so, you know, we got this whole Brooklyn attitude, and, you know, with us, everything is a competition. You know, sometimes in rap, it is a competition. So we're like, who you mean, Dougie Stale? So they put that in the magazine, and he confronted us. He confronted me and Mark inside the Disco Fever in the Bronx. And he said, which one of y'all motherfuckers call me Dougie Stale? So he's like, I'm gonna tell you what, I bust your ass and I bust your ass right now. Mark just went into this rage and wanted to fight him. So you had, like, I think it was Jam Master Jay, because we was all there as part of the, like, going to a farewell something. We were going on tour, the Fresh Festival, and Sal Abatello, who owned the Disco Fever, he was holding Mark back. And it was just funny. It was just funny. It was like, we're from Brooklyn, Dougie's from Harlem, but we were in the Bronx. So he had kind of like an upper hand on us because, you know, we didn't bring a lot of Brooklyn cats with us that night. So it was like, yo, I'll bust your ass, right? It was just crazy. Me and Doug joked about it some years ago, and we was laughing about it. Like,
yeah.
that night?
And you know, what not to cut you off, but one thing that's funny about that too, like back in the days, we didn't have the internet. So
right.
if y'all over in you from Brooklyn, right? Y'all from Brooklyn, right?
Right.
So
right.
You over in Brooklyn, he beatboxing over in fucking Harlem. Like, where
we didn't know.
Where was the who? You know what I'm saying? The chicken.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to get to, the chicken or the egg, man. Who? You feel what I'm saying? Who trying to claim?
That's what I said. We don't know. We don't, like, I knew Buff since I knew Mark at 7. I was 8.
Damn.
Me and Mark didn't meet Buff till he was 12 and I was 13. Buff was 12 going on 13. Well, I'm saying that to say this. We didn't leave the block. We didn't go to Bronx. We didn't go to Harlem.
You're young.
Yeah, we was kids. Yeah, so we just stayed on the block. So by the time we figured out what Buff can do, there were people coming from all over to see what he could do. They couldn't battle him because they didn't know how to do what he was doing, but they just wanted to check him out.
Right.
A lot of other rap crews wanted him because that was like a secret weapon if they had battles with another crew.
Ooh.
One day somebody came to us and said he was from Harlem, and he said there's a guy that does the same thing that you do. His name is Dougie Fresh, and I remember we started laughing at the name. We're like, my name is Dougie Fresh. If he's listening to this, he's gonna be like, oh, he still starting shit up. You know? We were like, what kind of name is Dougie Fresh? He was laughing at it. And that's about the extent of it. So we didn't know Dougie Fresh. Doug had hit me up last year, and he was sending me text messages, and it was different flyers that he was on. He sent me the 3rd flyer, and he goes, see, this is 1982. Y'all didn't come out to 84. I was rocking before y'all. I'm like, dude, but we didn't know you. So you saying that, like, you were. You know what I'm saying? So it was like Buff was calling you because Buff didn't know who the heck you were. You know, so
right. And I just want to point out something real quick, just exactly what you guys are saying. There wasn't internet, so like right now I could watch YouTube and watch a kid that 100 different kids play something, and I can be inspired. I could take their idea, whatever. But at your age, the time it was for Buff to come up with beatboxing, it's not like he had a bunch of influences teaching him how to do it.
Right. Exactly. A lot of people say Michael Winslow from the movie, what's that movie called? The cop movie. Police Academy. Yeah. And I'm like, well, he does like guitar sounds. Man.
He's
like,
a beast.
Buff got, yeah, he's dope. And they said Buff got it from him. I'm like, no, I said Buff is a beatboxer. I said he does more like guitar sounds and different instruments. Buff never did something like that. But yeah, that's the ongoing debate. And I would think people from Harlem would say Doug did it first, but people from Brooklyn would say they heard Buff do it first. So
Right.
you
Yeah. Either way, you inspired millions across the world. So you guys should be.
well, it's like Chill Will said, Buff brought it. Buff was worldwide with it, and Dougie Fresh was domestic. And so that's how I put it.
And to me, I love both of them motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they're both dope.
But to me,
Dougie's a dope
Buffy was more bass, like boom, boom, boom. He sounded like a bucket.
That is the difference that I noticed. I cut you off. That is the difference that I noticed is like Buff is like emulating realistic sounds, a real, like what you'd hear on a track, not the extra like ear candy bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, but Buff it was just so powerful too. I mean, even at an early age, we would be like we just started high school, and a lot of people still didn't know what Buff can do. So we would be in the high school cafeteria, and he started beatboxing. People just lose their freaking minds. They were like, they had no idea, like, what the hell is that? They thought he was kind of strange. He was kind of weird.
Right. I mean, that's gotta be different. And I just
like
watched
Alien.
I watched an interview of yours where you said you guys checked his pockets and you made him open his mouth. Like, what the hell is this sound coming from?
Yeah, it was like because you're a kid, so you never seen nothing like that. So it's like
Alien, bro. Alien, and
you start looking at him kind of different, and you start looking at him side like he really human, something like that. But he's a fun-loving kid though. It's real fun. We're all like just kids. We're all like kids from the block. We weren't tough guys. We grew up in a tough neighborhood, like a lot of people did, but we weren't tough guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I apologize, man. I can't believe that I'm this far in the interview and didn't introduce. I get so excited about my guests, I forget about introducing my co-hosts. Like, I feel like they should already be known. One of my co-hosts, he wasn't able to make it. That would be Roach Killer. He's from Ruthless Records, Pump It Up, LA Posse Breeze. This right here is my man Dismos. If you're not familiar, Eazy-E had a ghostwriter for 24 Hours to Live. That's that man, Dismos.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Salute, bro.
So, and he's his own artist as well. Grew up with all of them. So I just wanted to make sure that I introduced him. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
What I like about doing this type of interview and this type of setting, I don't even call them interviews. It's just conversations. We're networking and vibing. I don't want to have the same format. Everybody has, if you're a fan of hip hop, they're a fan of you. Then if they're a fan of you, they know this, the history, the story, where you came from, when you guys met, that type of stuff. So I don't want to just repeat the same shit over. I want to have different looks on it. But one thing that I'm curious to know is, because as a kid myself, and this is embarrassing to say, but I used to go in my backyard and literally set up shit like a stage. Like I would walk out, I'd pretend like people are watching and then I'm famous, and I do this whole shit. Now, you guys had a hit while you were still in high school, right?
Yeah.
Please. I mean, take me through. The song came out on a Friday, played all weekend, and you go back to school on Monday.
Right.
What was that?
You were like 16 years old. We're 16 years old, and we're like freshmen in high school.
Wow. And
so the song comes out. Mind you, we did our first song called Reality. And if it sold 2,000 copies, that's because the record company bought 2,000 copies. So it didn't do anything. So after we regrouped and got Curtis Blow to produce the first, the Fat Boys and to put up Stickum on the B-side, back then they had the A-side and the B-side.
Yep.
And just so happened the A-side and the B-side was a hit. And so it comes out on a Friday, and we're leaving school, and we hear it on Buff's brother's car radio.
Wow.
He picked us up from school. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And so we went to school, and we came back to school that Monday. It was like chaos. It was like, it was
on it.
Because everybody knew who we were already. They knew the disco. They knew Buff and Kool Rock and knew Mark. So they already knew us. So it was like a whole new. I mean, we were just like, I mean, you know.
Go on and say it, man. The ladies changed, man. It's like
Yeah, you know, exactly. So you know, the cheerleaders that you couldn't get, the you know, everything that you couldn't get, you know, it was handed to you.
Was y'all going? I remember, man. I remember looking at y'all in them fucking rap sheets and all that shit and all. Man, y'all was going to Dapper Dan, huh?
Dapper Dan was later. Dapper Dan was like
some of them jackets, bro. I seen y'all in them jackets.
Yeah, we were like the first rappers to go to Dapper Dan, along with Eric B and Rakim, and Mike Tyson was an avid person at Dapper Dan. So was the notorious Alpo. If anyone knows who Alpo is, he's yeah. So he used to hang out with Dapper Dan a lot, and when we first started rocking the Gucci and Louis Vuitton jackets, people were like, they didn't know what the hell it was. They knew it was Gucci, but it was, you know, everybody thought Gucci was like a green and white looking kind of stuff.
Right.
Well, Gucci don't come in blue. They don't come in red.
Right.
So it was like, you know, people had no idea what we were rocking at first.
Yeah.
So we rocked it in the Crushing album, the single, "Falling in Love," which is from the Crushing album, and the first single was "Falling in Love," and then turned around, Eric B and Rakim rocked it on their album cover, and then it just took off after that, you know.
Hey, cause y'all was big and geared the fuck up, and real quick, bro. How Marky D knocked fucking Pepper from how did he do that, bro?
Yeah, so it's the same way Jay-Z got Beyonce. I'm just playing. Well, I mean, Kool's gonna make a record about me. But but you know, it's just sex appeal. You know, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. You know, Pepper was fond of Mark. I think they met at a party. I think it was a new music seminar, if I'm not mistaken. And that night we met Africa Bambaataa, our first time meeting him. We met James Brown, which was crazy.
Pete Rock met James Brown too, man.
That's what changed Pete Rock's life, you know?
Yeah, James Brown was he's just smiling. All you see was teeth. And I don't think he knew what the hell we were. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, and everybody like lined up to meet him. So, and then at that party, that particular party, Mark had met Pepper, and they just hit it off.
Wow. Wow, that is
all players that could just pull something off like that. You know, like Jay-Z, and you know how he did. You know, he pulled that off, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, opposites attract. It got a lot of ghouly looking guys out there with beautiful women. You know? Danger free. You know,
so
one thing about women, let me just say this. One thing I love about women is that women, they look at things different than a man. All we look at is the beauty, the shape of a woman. Woman looks at the inside of a man.
Yep.
The humor. If you make a woman laugh, you know, like Big said in the song, "Once you grin, I'm in, game begins."
Yeah.
That's true. You know what I'm saying? So, make a woman laugh, you got her. And so that's why Giselle Bundchen is leaving Tom Brady. Because AB made her laugh. I'm just playing. Let me stop messing around. Tom Brady threw a damn football at me. Yeah. So
he got her.
But yeah, so we just had the chemistry between us three. And we just you know, and a lot of nights, a lot of days, it was just us three.
Yeah.
Because we were still kids, and we grew up pretty much in the industry because we didn't have a prom. We didn't do the normal teenage things anymore once we became popular. Yeah. So your life changes when you enter this entertainment industry. And I tell anybody and everybody, everything looks good from the outside, but you get inside, you're never going to be the same again. I don't give a damn if you got one hit or if you got 10,000 hits.
Yeah.
Your life is the same after that, because anywhere you go around the world, someone or maybe two people are going to know who you are.
Facts.
So your life is never going to be the same. And in your obituary, if you pass away, it's going to read, he was or she was this person or he was that person. That's the first thing that'll come out somebody's obituary.
Yeah.
So it's never the same after that. But I wouldn't trade it in for nothing in the world, because it helped my family get out of the bad situation. It helped our families get out of bad situations. I grew up quick.
Yeah.
And you have no choice. You have no choice because it's a business. This is people don't realize this is a business. And if you can't produce, it's on to the next person. It's nothing personal. You just gotta make money. This is a money-making industry.
Yep.
You can't make money for whoever you're dealing with. It's on to the next person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if I got this right, your first two albums produced by Curtis Blow?
Curtis Blow, yeah.
And they both went gold?
Both went gold. Jalil told me this, he mentioned this maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I never knew it, that we were the first rap group to go have a gold album.
Ooh!
Look to that.
Run DMC was like a month later. And
Yeah.
then Houdini was the first rap group to go platinum. Platinum album.
Well, I'll say it. I'll just say it. I'll say it for you. First rap group to go gold. First beatboxer from that rap group. First rap tour ever. Fresh Fest,
Yeah.
the first.
That's Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Fame shit right there all day.
Of fame.
Man.
Yeah. Don't forget the movie.
The movie.
Hey, man, wait. Not the movie, the movies. I seen Disorderly in the motherfucking movies, bro.
Let me just say this about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though. This was put together by the Certified Nation Entertainment group, which is Samantha Lavelle, my publicist, and City the Great, who's the CEO of Certified Nation Entertainment. And I work with them. I work closely with them. And they're an up-and-coming conglomerate. And that's all I can say, because they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the coming years. And they put this together. I'm not really into accolades, and the only reason why I'm saying stuff like this on this particular interview, because the two other members are not here to say it anymore. So Mark can't say we was the first to do this. I would just let him say it. But I'm not really into saying accolades and stuff like that. But being that they're no longer here, I'm speaking for them. So what these two individuals did, they put together the campaign for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And, just like in Crush Groove, where they had to pull me to the contest, they had to pull me into this. Like, come on, you want to do this? You got to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I'm like, all right, cool. So shout outs to City the Great. City the Great is a dope lyricist. People got to look out for him. I mean, he's
follow.
Yeah, he's dope. He's nice with it. And Samantha Lavelle is definitely a really up and coming, hardworking, good publicist. So they got my back. I got their back.
Her. Samantha, salute. You have a great publicist.
Yeah.
Great person. Yeah. Salute. And City the Great, we know what's up. Fire, brother. Super.
Yeah, she's a pain in the behind, but we tend to work things out.
Right.
Like any publicist,
right.
Manager.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Y'all deserve all that shit, man.
100%.
I'm telling you, like Kokane said, man. Look, bro. I grew up in South Central. I grew up in South Central LA, man. And I never gangbanged a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I got up under Dre and Jinx and all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of just went off in that little circle of, we was over here and shit. But bro, I'm telling you, man, I never it's certain music, it's certain people that come on here that bring back some crazy ass memories, man. And the fashion of just staring at y'all record. Staring at y'all motherfucking record covers, everything y'all can have on. From bro, motherfuckers in LA start wearing Gazelles because of fucking Buffy. I swear to God. Motherfuckers on my block had them square ass motherfucking Gazelles because of Buffy. Not DM.
That's what's up, man.
See, we saw Run DMC first, but that just looked like it was his regular fucking glasses. We wasn't trying.
Right.
But when we seen him with the you feel me? It was like,
yeah, he iced him out. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Y'all was a hit shit, man. What's that shit, man?
The one thing about Buff is that he embraced that whole, if you want to call it superstardom or celebrity.
He was an entertainer, bro.
He was engulfed in it. You know, me and Mark was kind of like, hey, we're just having fun. Let's have fun. Running around hotels and do crazy stuff. But Buff was like, if you didn't see 50 people around Buff, he wasn't satisfied. That kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how can you go through life with all these people around you all the time? I'm like, I don't want 2 people around me at a time. But you know, he loved that stuff, you know.
Yeah. He loved that. You could see, I mean, his energy was infectious, and he probably draws off the energy of others as well. So feeding off of that.
Yeah.
But incredible. Yeah. You know, there's a couple things I just gotta know, man. You had your first 2 gold albums, then you had the Crushin' that went platinum, and
we had 3. We had Fat Boys Are Back, Big and Beautiful. Then Crushin' came out. Well, Crushin' was our 4th album.
4th, okay.
You know, a lot of people don't know Big and Beautiful because we had changed labels.
Oh, okay.
We had changed labels. We had left from Sutra / Tin Pan Apple and went to Polygram. And in the midst of us changing labels, the 3rd album got lost. I think we had to forfeit the 3rd album to get off the label. We had to pay a lot of money to get off that contract. I do know that.
Really?
And yeah, that album was approaching platinum. That 3rd album was approaching platinum. And by the time we got off that label, we went to Polygram, and we hit a home run with Polygram having a platinum album. I think Polygram knew what they were getting at the time. We were still pretty much popular.
Yeah.
Put out the Crushing album, and it went platinum. Platinum Plus, really, I think it's panned out at like 1.6, something like that. So it went almost double platinum. But the thing is that it just taught us, and we started looking at the music industry from a different standpoint, because there's, you know, it was so much infighting going on between leaving the label and the money that's coming out of our pockets, man. It's like,
right.
You know, we lost so much money to get out that contract. But
damn,
you know, our manager just felt that he wanted to take complete control of the group, so he wanted to get from under what was going on with Sutra Records.
And you had that, I mean, hit single. I am just so curious. I don't know this myself. Wipeout. How in the hell did think up with Beach Boys?
Bro,
yeah.
I swear, wait, before you answer, bro, I swear to God, tech me and you the same mother. I was just sitting here thinking that shit too, bro.
How the fuck's that happen?
I don't know. That shit crazy, bro.
Wipeout came upon, we was doing Disorderlies, the movie in California, and we were doing the last scene, which they were in the movie, the Beach Boys. And that's how we met the Beach Boys. We didn't know they were coming to the set. Our manager said a group by the name of the Beach Boys is coming to the set to be in a cameo for the movie, for the last shoot of the movie.
Yeah.
And we're like, Beach Boys, like, the first thing, I'm like, what the hell are they doing here? What's Beach Boys coming to see us?
Right.
But so we get back to New York after shooting the movie, and we started promoting the movie, and we're on tour at this time. And our manager came with this idea to do a song with the Beach Boys. We did our, you know how it goes, did our vocals in New York, they did theirs in Cali, flew the tracks together, and
wow,
it took off from there. I didn't think the song would be a hit, because I'm like, we're going to lose our core fans with a song like this, because it's like, it's so, it's just crazy. Like, we're rappers, and these guys are, they're like the hot. Said they're Beach Boys, though. But people loved it, man. I mean, everywhere we went, that song was blasting on radio stations, man. I mean,
he said it nonchalant, but that's like saying, "Oh, I'll just fuck around and did a song with John Lennon."
Yeah, pretty much.
you know, we had the Beatles. The Beatles showed up, and we just fucking did a song.
Quick little.
You gotta understand, you gotta realize that we were young, so we didn't know the significance of who they were, or the pedigree of who they were. Until later on, the people were saying these guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. These guys, Brian Wilson is one of the biggest producers in music history. So we had no idea who these guys were. So, you know, we did our homework on them after a while. We're like, wow, so we actually did a song with the Beach.
That's crazy. And now there's a couple of the songs I've seen you in interviews say that you wrote that song in 2 or 3 minutes. Is that true, bro?
Yeah, it's real easy. It's real easy. It's not complicated. It's not like I'm sitting there writing, you know, for the listeners, but I can't. So it's a real easy song to write. And you just put pen to pad, you listen to the song. It's like boom, boom, boom. We wrote "Put It Up, Stick 'Em" within 2 minutes.
That's insane, bro. That is the most classic. That's shit that you said. You would say that. Stick 'em. That's crazy.
Yeah, we done it in like 2 minutes, and I'm be honest with you. If people might say, "Nah, you lying," some of that shit was freestyle. Freestyle. So we just feeding off one another, especially at the end. You know, the passion is great. The beats are clear. The people all join. I'm pointing at him in the studio. Of course, we're fierce, fresh, kicking it live. That's freestyle.
On one mic too, huh?
One mic, we're just freestyling.
That's back in them mic days, boy. I mean, everybody in there.
And I just got to say, this is just my opinion. Yes, hip-hop, rap, whatever, could be fun in different generations. There's something significant about you guys. You made hip-hop fun, bro. You made it fun. You made it fun for me. And not just me, millions. But there was a difference about you guys. Why I think you have a cult following still to this day is because you didn't, it was lighthearted, fun, talent, all in one.
Yeah, this one. The thing is this, right? We come from, and I'm not one of those guys that always say, I came from a tough neighborhood and listen. We came from where we came from. I can't help that.
Right.
Born we grew up where we grew up at. And, you know, City the Greatest from the same neighborhood I'm from. He's from East New York. And we're from East New York, Brooklyn. So it's a jungle, you know, like it was crazy out there. But the thing was, we could have went down that lane and rapped about what was going on. I think LL said it good, said it perfectly one time. Why would I want to rap about what's going on in the streets? And people see that every day when I could just rap about, you know, a good time, people having fun. People want to escape that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we brought. I think we brought the whole element of, I was telling this guy, we was talking on the phone, we had the conversation, and he brought that to my attention. Run DMC was the hard. Anybody that came from the hardcore tree. I'm talking about anybody from NWA to what's going on now came from the Run DMC tree.
Yeah.
Anything that came from Busta Rhymes, Heavy D, anything fun came from the Fat Boys tree.
Facts.
Anything that came from the hip hop and R&B came from the Houdini tree.
Facts.
I never looked at it that way until he broke it down to me. He was naming different groups. I was like, I never seen it that way. Like,
Man,
yeah, because
I ain't never seen it that way until you just said it. Goddamn facts, boy. Shit.
Yeah, because Run DMC is the epitome of B-boy and hard. Fat Boys is the epitome of fun-loving and good-feeling hip-hop. Houdini is the epitome of sex appeal and being hip-hop, you know, so.
That's true. Wow. That is true. I see my other co-host, Roach Killer. I'm not sure if he's able to join, but I see you, brother. Salute.
Salute, Roach.
So that is incredible.
Fucking mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing still, bro.
Dude, and there's what's a bummer. I usually go an hour. Roach, what it is?
I see a plate.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it around on you. Look, I'm trying to spin it around.
I see the roach on the ashtray.
See the roach on the ashtray.
Yeah.
I think he's in
That's
waffle.
like a
Damn
good
it, jumping on.
Yeah, that's
he
him
like,
right
we gonna
there.
have one of the Fat Boys on here. I'm gonna show that nigga some food.
I'm some food.
yo, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna tap back in. Hold on, I'll be back.
All right.
He gonna double that down for us.
Oh, you can eat.
Yeah. Okay. Before we go, man, you don't even have to answer now. We would love to have you back for part 2 eventually, whenever you are available, whenever you're willing. I know there's so much more that the audience can gain jewels from you. We just personally like you. It's an honor to have you here. So we'd love to have you back again.
Well, thanks for having me, bro. First and foremost, thanks for having me. I like to sit down with brothers like yourself that know about the real realms of hip hop,
Yeah.
as opposed to somebody asking you questions about, hey, did you eat all that food? You know, that's the first but I want to tell everybody that the merchandise is out.
Yep.
The Fat Boys Disco 3 merchandise is out. So go on the Kool Rock Ski page, the IG page, or the legendary.
The Santa Claus hats?
Just Santa Claus hats. So, get your gear, man, and just click on the link in my bio. I want to tell everybody, I'll be back on, but I want to tell them now, just, God willing, I'll be back on about the 3rd annual Classic Hip Hop and R&B Cookout coming up in July 22nd in New York City. And this is our 3rd annual. It's Kool Rock, Venus Mizell, Certified Nation Entertainment Team. And we're putting together the 3rd annual Classic Hip Hop and R&B Cookout. So,
dope.
Yeah, we're going to be right in the midst of everything that's going on next year with the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So
yeah,
we're gonna have some fun, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
say something?
I know he got to go, man. Before you go, man, just please, man. I just need to know you got to do the couple. Just these are the music related shits, man. Really, just come on.
Before you go, what we normally do is we ask random ass questions. Some have nothing to do with music, but it gives our audience behind the curtains of you, a little more of getting to know you. First one is music related. Now when I say legend, I'm saving that word for individuals like you, bro. You're an absolute legend. You've worked with everybody. Now, if you pick 3 artists that you have not worked with, dead or alive, any genre of music, they could be a producer, a rapper, whatever, dead or alive, 3 you have not worked with, who would you pick?
Oh man, Michael Jackson, of course, because Michael Jackson can beatbox, so
yeah,
that'll be easy to just fall into place what we're doing. Michael Jackson, Prince. Prince would critique everything that we're doing in the studio.
Yeah.
We would have to keep doing it over and over again. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I would love to have worked with, of course, James Brown.
Yeah.
So those are 3 I would like to work with.
Those 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are great.
Top dogs.
Those are fantastic choices. Prince is a couple people have said Prince.
Now, I could have said rappers, but that'd be so common.
Yeah,
right.
No. When you a motherfucker that did a song with the Beach Boys, you can't do nothing but a song with Michael Jackson and Prince after that. God damn it,
Yeah.
It'd be crazy in that studio, but
Okay. Next one before you go. Next one. If you had the ability to travel in time, you can go into the future or into the past as far as you want.
Right.
And stay as long as you want and then come back to current time. Would you go into the future or into the past? How far would you go and why did you pick that date?
1989. Okay. Favorite year of my life.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. It was just, and I picked 1989 for this particular reason. We were winding down with our popularity. We were starting just to become regular civilians again, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were still very young, and it was just beautiful. Life was just beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think, you had Public Enemy Fight the Power song out, and hip hop was like on fire at that time. Hip hop was on fire. Eric B. Rakim was out. Big Daddy Kane, Boogie Down Productions everybody was just everything was on fire in New York. And 1989, man. I could never forget that year. So much fun. And I could just stay in that particular summer of 1989.
Yes. No, that's a great answer. Couple more real quick. If you could choose any superpower, you could even make up your superpower. What superpower would the legendary Kool Rock Ski pick?
power would be strength. I know sometimes I think about this. It's crazy that you ask me this. Sometimes I think about, I wish I could have the strength of Superman.
Yeah. And what
Yeah,
would you do with that strength?
I would beat up anything and everything that's causing trouble on this earth. Get rid of that.
Yeah.
You know, if Pete Rock wanted to be the fucking Incredible Hulk and shit or some shit like that.
Incredible Hulk. Yeah. Incredible Hulk.
You want
Give me Professor Hulk though, because mindless Hulk would destroy this whole planet. It's just the point, you know. So give me Professor Hulk, you know.
Yes. That is okay. I'm gonna write what I think the most important song in music history. Okay? What I think the most important song, not just in hip hop, but in music history, because it changed everything. Then I'm gonna ask you what your opinion is. Okay. That's really messy writing, but I wrote it down. Okay, so what if you could name one song? Is there one song that stands out to you?
The Message by Flash and Furious 5.
That's what this says. The Message.
What?
That's what that says.
He's some kind of genius, some shit, man. Yeah, he called you before the show and said,
No. And there's a reason for it. Definitely, I've done more than enough research on this man. He's a legend, and he deserves that research. But I've watched numerous people throughout all my shows researching, and the OGs, the originators, all singled down to one individual song. And it wasn't even just hip-hop artists. There were other people saying the way he described New York, the way he painted a picture, broken glass everywhere. Like,
days like they just don't care. That's
right.
Oh boy.
People thought of New York as just this place where all these bright lights and it's always busy all the time. And, you know, he broke down the whole structure of what was really going on behind the scenes of New York, behind the bright lights and the big, you know, and the busy and all that crazy stuff that was going on. But people just, you know, tourists came and just took pictures and all this stuff like that. Yeah. But you go to the back streets of the Bronx, back streets of Brooklyn, back streets of Harlem, back streets of Manhattan. That's where he was coming from. That's where Melly Mel and Duke Booty was coming from that perspective.
Yep.
You know, and it's just it was an eye opener. It was an eye opener for us that we lived in New York. It was an eye opener for the entire world to see what New York was really all about.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow, bro. Well,
dude. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I know you about to go. I ain't gonna ask you no more questions, bro. But tomorrow, I just gotta say this while you on here, because I know for a fact y'all done did a show somewhere together, man. Tomorrow we got another legend on here, man. Hey, man, you ever did a show with MC Shadi?
Shadi, yeah, he was on tour with us back in the day.
So
The Atlanta, Georgia legend. Shadi was the first Southern rapper. I think he was the first Southern rapper that really hit it big.
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
Yeah, Shadi, he's a pure legend. Yeah, Shadi.
And this week is we are honoring the OG legends. You are that, and tomorrow. So our flowers to you and everyone else in the world. Flowers to you, man. You've impacted my life, millions across the planet. We need a lot more like you. And you must be working out. You're looking good, brother.
I'm trying to. You know, I try to get my cardio in at least 4 times a week. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm looking at like Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to that point. So I'm taking a lot of steroids.
Hey, no, but you, bro, you do look hella young, man. I know hip hop coming up on 50. You know what I'm saying? And I just
ain't nothing young about this shit.
Bro, I just this year, but I be feeling like if I just for me this shit, y'all wouldn't know nothing. I still playing my 30s and shit with y'all motherfuckers.
Right.
But bro, you looking good, bro. Salute to you, man.
Hey, I'm hanging around. Like I said, I'm hanging around Certified Nation Entertainment. They keep me young. You know, these are starving artists, and I mean that with total respect. And these guys are just hungry. So I said, you know what? When you're mentoring younger people to try to get into this industry, it's like it keeps you young. It keeps you going, because it's nothing like mentoring a young person who wants to fulfill their dreams with something and something that you might know about. You understand what I'm saying? So you're mentoring that person, man. It's just like you want to sit there all day and just talk to them.
Put them up.
But if they want to listen, you know what I'm saying? That's if they want to listen.
Yep.
No.
Well, man, honestly, thank you, bro. I knew from the day I was on 2111 radio with you on that show, I knew from 5 seconds behind scenes, your vibe, your energy, you're a real one. And thank you for doing this. We're going to have you back, bro.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Shouts out everybody else.
Sign the petition. We got to get them in to the Rock.
Where can we find that petition?
It's right on the bottom. Go to that profile. Sorry.
Right, exactly. Samantha Lavelle pinned it. She's always on her job. It's right in there.
So go to Kool Rockski in his bio. Wait, just click it and sign. Please go do that. Power in numbers. They deserve it. And let us as a family, let's make sure that they understand that they deserve it. Let's get them to the Rock of Fame. So again, salute you, bro. We'll be in contact so we can get you back, my man.
Peace, bro.
Peace, brother.
All right.
That's dope. Dope as fuck.
Bro.
That's dope. Just keep on. Just keep on going. Hey, I like what you said. We went from Pete Rock to Kool Rock, and it don't stop.
And it don't stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Legend, bro.
Don't stop, man. Tomorrow, MC Shadi, bro. And it gotta be tough.
Let's go. Thank you, Most. Appreciate you. And thank you once again to the legend.
Stick 'em, ha ha ha, stick 'em, stick 'em, ha ha ha, stick 'em. Gonna rock the beatbox, I'm in the best fucking rhythm. Now where's the mind-blowing body rocking DPMC to all the homeboys and the young ladies? We're gonna rock a fist beat with the human beatbox and to the sucker MCs jump off my jocks. His DJ name is Grandmaster Doc Mac. And we'll repeat it if we have to once or twice. We're gonna take it from the bottom and straight to the top. So check it out, party people. It's the human beatbox.
Let's go. Tomorrow night, join us.
Hit like, subscribe, and a notification button so you can know when I put the next video up. Especially if you're not watching this live every Wednesday and Thursday night on Instagram at King Tech TV, or look at your boy Dismos or at Roach Killer Music. You'll find either one of us when it's light up at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Wednesday and Thursday. You know, jump on and see. You can see it first, and you can hear some exclusive music.